Hello, welcome to episode 5 of my series on how to speedrun Celeste. Today we will be going over chapter 5. My past videos having gone over all of the previous chapters. So go watch those if you're having troubles with those chapters. Something to note about chapter 5 is that, a few things to note real quick. It has 2 parts. Each one having their own things, and their own deals, their own problems. But I'll go over that when... Honestly, that it just has 2 parts, that's all there is to it. Something you should likely know is that this chapter is going to be the hardest to be taught and for me to teach, because I think it's the most and I think it is, and it probably is the most you need to improvise a lot in this chapter. Whether that be with the Seekers, mostly with the Seekers, but the dash blocks have their own problems and stuff. I'll be going over my routes for stuff, but again, it will be a little more difficult, so be aware. Skip the cutscene. Hypers. Okay, for this room though, hyper will get you up here if you space it out right. So that's nice. What I usually do, so what I do varies. Sometimes I'll do like something like this. It really depends. I do a lot of different things. I suggest you have some fun with this room. I want to try something real quick. Give me one moment. Dang, didn't do anything. Either way, mess with that a bit. Dash into this block. If you can, you want to do a diagonal dash there. So you hit that block and go here. You can get a wave dash from that. Into the bubble. Some quick bubbling to get up here. Make sure to dash beforehand, it makes it a little easier. Get through this, and instead of going that way, you want to do a wave dash off this platform. Make sure to dash beforehand so it's all the way down when you try and do your wave dash. And you should just get past. I suggest you practice this, because I find it to be shockingly inconsistent. Can't really show you anymore, but practice that for a while. Quick bubble, fast, entry cycle and death cycle are pretty much the same. If you can get it's difficult, but if you can, you want to get a corner boost off here, and it sends you flying all the way over here. Something difficult is if you can get a diagonal dash here. Saves a little bit of time. And real quick, I'll show you what this strategy looks like one more time. Just so you know what it looks like. Sorry. Again, like I said, you likely want to practice this one. Because it is a bit difficult. I think what is happening here is I'm jumping like right here and I'm hitting the spikes. So make sure you do your dash far enough back. And real quick. Yeah. Practice there. And just dash down here. More hypers to travel through rooms fast. I think there's like a cutscene skip where you can teleport like over here and hit this switch immediately, but I don't know how it's done. Up dash, crouch dash, and then hyper. Up here, what we're gonna want to do, wall bounce up to here, and up left dash up here. Climb to up here. You want to wait for it to go back just a little, and you can go flying like that. Now, how you would want to do it is so you bounce off this platform and end up all the way up there. I have yet to get it successfully, but it's because it's difficult, but you can have a backup right here as long as you can get it quick. I don't know, it's just, you don't want to do like an instant hyper, but you want to get, not an instant hyper, but pretty quick. There, that's what it looks like. I was a little late, for the dash, but you can see that's how it's supposed to go, where you jump off this block right here. I have a feeling I'm probably not going to get this, so I'm only going to give it one more try before I move on. Yeah. And back up there. Either way, hypers. This room, pretty self-explanatory. Haven't found a way to do it super lots faster. Just get the momentum. A lot of people at this point would go down there and do Chapter 5 B-side. I don't. I just do A-side still. If you didn't know this was here, well, now you do. Just some semi-precise bubbling. It shouldn't be that hard to get a hold of. More hypers to get through the rest of the room. Don't dash there. I've made that mistake too many times. Pretty simple movement here. Nothing really to go over. Time your bubbling. Fast bubbling when the cycles are right, and not fast bubbling when they're not. An up right dash earlier, and then over here. Super, hyper, and then hit the other one. Skip the cutscene. A little bit of awkward movement with this fella. I don't really have lots of tips. Just be careful. It can be very aggravating. Make sure to press buttons there so you skip the death animation. It saves multiple seconds. It's very important. More hypering. Cutscene skips. You can get a corner boost there. More corner boosting. If you can, you want to get a diagonal here, but it is difficult. You can get like a very fast thing here. I suggest probably doing hypers. Sorry, not hypers. Probably supers, but you do get flung there. Be careful here. I've messed that part up too many times. Hyper in, more hypers, hit the button. More simple movement. For the next few rooms, you just want to get to the end as fast as possible. I jump down, and that little red block down there, I do a extended hyper off of it. And then just dash up, dash in. For this one, have him hit it, and you can get through the room very quickly. Same deal. Usually what ends up happening for me is I usually hit that guy, This room I have some problems with. I can never get the secret to behave how I want it to, so I just end up hitting it myself. Bottom one and then the top one, so that I can do a hyper down here. This room I love, because it's just so great. Do a hyper into the room, and then bunny hop, and you'll just bounce off its head. As long as you hold the jump button, it's just so amazing. Also, you can use them to jump. I just really, really like this room because of that. It's just great. For this room, jump down and dash up, and he'll hit that block. More hypers, some wall bounces, and that's that room. This room, another, if you can, you want to get a hyper off here. We'll get that one on the way back. This one, this one, this one. And now we get this one. I'm kind of glossing over more of the movement, because again, it's luck-based. You have to have good reactions and adjust the way the seekers move. Either way, do a wall bounce there, quick bubble, more quick bubble, up left dash, more quick bubbling. This room's really simple. Here, just some hypers, up dash, get to the other side of the room as fast as possible. And here's a famous skip. You want to do a reverse hyper off this reverse super, sorry. And it looks something like, not like that. Like that. It skips that and the entire thing, going through all the keys, getting through everything else beside it. Saves literal minutes. It's great. Down dash, jump. Use this block to gain insane speed. Jump up here. More dashes. This room's very simple. You can use that guy to jump up. It's just a little faster. Hyper. We got this room. Extended super and upright dash. You get that bounce sometimes. It's great. Speed through that room might be fast. Well, bounce up here and dash to this block. Sets it up very nicely for that guy to hit it. Just pop that. More hypers, and you're through that room. And now we're on rescue. Skip the cutscene. The easiest way to move here. Okay, well, firstly, this room, very self-explanatory. Just get up. Real quick, we're gonna go over some movements with Theo. If you want to hyper with it, it looks like that. You want to wait a little. With the super, you want to do it immediately. If you hyper, okay, super, obviously. If you hyper immediately, it should still work, but I found it to be slightly more inconsistent. Here I'll try and start going through a little more linear stuff, more detailed explanations. Throw Theo super, hit the button, hyper, pretty easy. Here I use a lot of supers because the platforms are set up more for supers than hypers. This one's a little fun. Do some wall jumps up here. You want to throw Theo like right here, so it hits that key. And then you hit the other one, and that looks something like this. I missed it. You get through that. You can throw Theo here, presses the button. Quick hyper there. More quick hypers. Don't let him fall. I've done that a few times. You can also do that. A lot of hypers here, just getting through the rooms. The movement here is a bit more simple. Here, you're going to want to throw Theo down here. And don't grab him, but instead you're going to want to do a hyper on this dash block. You get sent all the way over and finish that room in quite literally seconds. Throw Theo up here, dash up with it, throw Theo, and do a hyper. An instant hyper. You get through that. It's very easy. Had problems with that room a long time ago. Very easy when you do it like that. Throw him up dash and do a wall bounce. That's all you want to do. And then you just pick him up. More hypers. Very simple room. Now this is the last room. More supers here because the platforms are too high to do hypers. Hit the button. Have him jump up. Again, more supers. I'll retry the room. This is what that should look like. Messed it up, sorry. Dang. Again, you can see this chapter is heavily luck-based and reaction time. Oh god, I've never done that. That's not what that's supposed to look like, but it worked just fine. I suggest practicing this room. That's how that's supposed to look. This is the last room. Just do some throws, hypers. These waves are very annoying. They'll push you back. You throw Theo, hit the eye, skip the cutscene, and that's the end of the chapter. That is all there is to it. My best time... I don't know what my best time is. My best time is 8... That's not right. My best time is somewhere around like 7:30, 7:45. I'll go through run real quick with some minor commentary. And this is how it should be done. That's what the corner boost looks like. Very nice when you get it. Feels very good. Hated that room for so long. Dang it. That was actually close. Got distracted. You can time it right. But like there, I fast bubbled. And I probably shouldn't have. It probably would have been faster had I not. There, you would want a fast bubble, probably. Probably. I don't know. Not much to commentate on right now. It's mostly simple movement. Easy tricks, if any. That's a good way to do that. That was actually very nice. God, I love that room. Oh, got that one first. As you can see, very much the most improv heavy chapter. I've said that a lot, but really though, it is. I do understand if you reset here, this is an annoying chapter. Oh my gosh. Never actually died there. Another option, by the way, is you can just throw it and, like, upright dash, for example. If you do it right. It's a little difficult for me sometimes. Oh my god. Should not be this annoying. This is not going to be a good time. Dang. Oh my god. That was close. That was very close. Messed up. No. Yeah. Okay, that's not something I've ever done. That was pretty cool. I'd say 8 isn't a bad time, but it will start to push you close if you're going for the sub 50. But that wasn't a terrible run, I suppose. It wasn't great. I think I've really gone through most of everything as far as Mirror Temple goes. There'll be some more to go over in Chapter 6, I think. This was the most improv heavy. I can give the least guidance here, probably. But I still hope that this was very helpful. I've said this in previous videos. This is just my route, and especially with this chapter, play around with it. This is just my speed run. Happy speed running. Mess around with the route. I don't know. Have fun. If there's something you find too hard or that's too slow, then make your own route. Okay, don't make your own route. Make your own route through the room. I guess that's still a route. You get my point, though. Adjust the room to how you want it and how you like it to get that sub 50 time. Practice and you will get there. Happy speedrunning and hope this was helpful.